Sex and money. If you conquer those two things, if you transcend them, conquer has too much of a controlling aspect to it. If you transcend those things, what does it mean, transcend? It means that you see, like, for the most part, it's a waste of time and causes a lot of stress and trouble. And you see that whatever money you're supposed to need, God's going to give you that money. Maybe you can't go buy 5 Lamborghinis and get a yacht and a mansion. Well, yeah, maybe you don't need all that. Like, who cares? As far as sex goes, if you have certain sexual desires that you haven't experienced or never had a girlfriend, God will give you that. Yeah, but when? I'm already this and such age. I don't know. Go watch The 40-Year-Old Virgin. That was a good movie. We don't know, but trust that'll happen. But my point is, once you see through these two main things, because it covers everything, the sex and money. If you're free of sex and money, you're free of obsession with property and prestige and popularity and, attention and wanting to be seen. Like, you're free of all that, man. That sexual instinct, the edging and lusting, that is fueling all these other desires. It's fueling the money too. Actually, I think, the sexual instinct, that's stronger. When we say overcome money, that's like a superficial, that's on surface level. Because why do we want the money? We want the money because of the lust. Because we think the money is gonna give us something. We'll be exclusive, and then we get the attention from the girls, and then we get material things, and that'll give us pleasure and joy. You know why? Somebody will say, no, man, I was saving up and I wanted this car, and oh, I'm so happy now I got this car. You know why you're happy you got the car? It's not the car. It's because your mind's quiet, because you got what you were trying to get. You're chilling now. You're not obsessing about it, because every day you were obsessing, but looking at your goals. How close am I now? Okay, I got 100 grand. I need 50 grand more. Okay, all that's over. You're chilling now. You got your car, or you accomplished your goal, or you got your girlfriend. I want a girlfriend so bad, or I want to have sex so bad with her. We had sex. Oh, wow. I'm chill now because it was so good. No, sex is sex, whatever. Money is money. It's because your mind got quiet for a little bit, because your desire was experienced and fulfilled. Thing is, it doesn't last. It wears off. Then the mind comes up with another idea. It's okay, this is getting kind of boring now. You need something. You got your Countach, but I don't know. It's not doing it. Let's see what the new car, maybe there's something higher than that now. Oh yeah, this one. Oh, this is only 2 people in the world have it. Okay, I'm gonna get that. Well, I'm gonna go be an actor. I'm gonna go be on TV. Well, I'm gonna do YouTube. Now you can be an actor on YouTube. I think the Hollywood stars are getting jealous now, because anybody can be an actor. So you overcome money. You overcome that through overcoming lusts for the most part. But let's not get too deep and intertwine too many things. I'm just saying, if you overcome the need for money and sex, you're in a place that nobody's in. Nobody knows what that feels like. Even the ones that say, yeah, I don't care about sex or money. Yeah, right. Put them in the right situation. Give them the right business opportunity or deal, and watch and see oh damn, wheels start turning, right? Because it activates a deeper tendency inside that they still have, that they don't know, to make more money and to have this feeling and experience of being, in the high class realm that world creates. I don't like high class for the most part. I like quality, for sure. I like good quality. But what I'm saying is, I never liked staying in the Hilton, in places, these real expensive places, because of the way they treat you there. Somebody else would say, they treat you so good. No, it's so fake how they treat you. Hello, sir. Oh, welcome. I love you. I don't like what society deems as being successful. So, why is it so difficult, though? Why is it so difficult to transcend this deep need for, or this instinct for lust, this need for security? Women, it's more security. They everything that they do, a lot of times, is stemming from a subconscious need for security. They're having sex because then, well, minus the I was going to say freaks, but the sex addicts that are addicted to orgasming, minus them. But the average girl, there was a one of my mentors in the past when I was in my 20s. He said, guys are having sex with girls. No, guys have relationships with women so they can have sex, so the guys can have sex. Girls have relationships with men. No, girls have sex with men so that they can have a relationship. You see, it's different. They're different. They want security. So like if they got to have sex to do that because they think that that's all the guy's obsessed with, then okay, fine, I'll have sex. As long then, take care of me and give me some kind of, house and give me some false sense of security. And okay, yeah, we can have sex. Most can't do the level of introspection that we try to do on this channel to see what their real motives are, But how to overcome that seductive, that pull, because you feel it, the energetic pull of that female energy. You see, that's God ordained. That's deep software. This is part of the tax of being a human being. If you're a straight, I was going to say homosexual. If you're a straight heterosexual guy, then you're going to feel drawn to a woman. Guys feel drawn to women. Women kind of feel they need a man. You see how the difference is, though? It's different. This is why a lot of relationships have trouble. They're just wired different, man. But yet God put the software in to be attracted to one another. Yeah. How do you overcome that? You can't with your willpower. This instinct is deeper than your willpower. Willpower is weak compared to divine power. It's just weak. It's like nothing, compared to when there's an organic shift inside where something happens. There's some reorientation in your being where you're just not operating with the same CPU system that you used to. It's like it got upgraded and you didn't do it. And it happened. It was a divine happening. And you don't know how it happened, but I can tell you it happened on some level because of something in you that God also puts in you. You also can't create this yearning. Everything, like God's running the whole show, but this yearning to be free. And then to start checking yourself and noticing when you're getting taken over and pulled by energies and you're starting to feel like a slave and you don't want to feel like that anymore. And so then you're aware of how you're getting taken over by these energies. Instead of just being an automaton and you just go with it. There's a girl, I want to have sex. No, you'll stop. You'll say, wait a minute, why am I being pulled? I was doing what I'm doing and now all of a sudden, and nor do you say, why is she distracting me? Damn girls. No, you got distracted because there's something in you that's still susceptible to being pulled by that energy. So once you start looking at that stuff, that's what starts to create an opportunity for the divine to do something for you that you can't do for yourself. How long does it take? I don't know. We don't know. It doesn't matter. You need to let that go too. The fact that you can't control it, don't that tell you that you don't know how it's going to happen? You can't put a timetable on it? Yeah, but I'm suffering. And that's the tax of being human. Quit being so scared of feeling this inner struggle and pain. You have to it'd be like the MMA fighters. Don't you think they get tired? Especially the hardcore ones, like Khabib. He's just my favorite. Because he's solid. He has a spiritual foundation. He's the total opposite of McGregor, for example. And see, Khabib will be respected forever. McGregor's losing respect more and more every day. Because Khabib had spiritual principle. Now, you see, at first, Khabib wasn't really liked. Because people don't respect that power that he had. He had spiritual power. People didn't really respect that. Oh, he keeps praying to Allah and blah, blah, blah. McGregor, yeah. See? Because mainstream level is like McGregor. But then later, look, now Khabib has a lot more respect. People like that, they're not trying to earn respect. They're not trying to get respect. People like McGregor, he's like trying to get respect. And that's a short-term respect. Look at somebody like Jesus. There's like a lot of respect for him even 2,000 years later. Look at Buddha, even after 3,000 years or however long. There's still a deep reverence for Buddha. Krishna, 5,000 or 7,000 years ago. Ram, I don't know, 10, 15,000 years ago. Like people can't forget about these beings. And because they weren't trying to do anything, they were in flow. And they're just doing what they're doing. And this is what I'm trying to say. That power that puts them in flow is the same. That power's in you. They're not like special. This is the problem I have with Christianity. It's like, well, the ones that manipulated and like altered scriptures for their own self-serving purposes to manipulate the public, they make it look like, no, it's only this one being that can have this power. No, it's the power's inside everybody. And Jesus tried to tell everybody that, but it was like too big of a statement. Like, no, it's just you have the power. Because you know why? They don't want the responsibility of owning that power, of trying to discover that power. It's much easier just to say, you have the power and please help me so I don't have to do anything. We have to discover this power in ourselves. And that power is what's going to free you from this gripping pull to being a victim of lust and chasing female attention and energy, even though like you're bored of it, you're sick of it. Now those who still enjoy it and like it, yeah, you got to keep doing that. That's the season that you're in, no problem. I did it for years. It was fun, seemingly. But now I look back, it wasn't. It was more what I thought was making me happy was really just adrenaline and dopamine and anxiety and excitement. When you start to realize what real serenity is, you're like, oh man, I'll take this any day. The hell am I going to be out here chasing a girl? It's crazy. But we have to do that for a bit, you see. So those who you're really sick of doing this nonsense, but yet you can't find the power to like stop doing it, yeah, you're going to be fine. Because you can't give up. Once something in you clicked and you want to be free, it's just a matter of time. Now, I know you want the process to be less grueling and less painful. I don't know what to tell you. My process was painful and grueling, so I don't have any answers. I can just tell you it's worth it in the end when you go. Actually, there's no end, but you get through that heavy shit, basically. The refinement and fine-tuning process, you can always be more free and more free and more free. But don't expect to be some kind of robot to where you don't even notice a girl, unless you're asexual. There's a couple out there. I haven't heard from him in a while. I think his name was Paul. He kept saying, but there's no need to look at a girl. No, yeah. I'm like, bro, most people aren't wired like you. He wasn't gay. He could care less about women, you know. Seemingly, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see him, but it seems that way. There's people like that. You keep going. If that fire already got lit in you to be free, you're going to be free. You keep being as open as you can to some divine intervention, doing for you what you should know by now that you can't do for yourself. I'm talking about real freedom. I'm not talking about suppression. I'm just going to make myself not look at a girl. Those people, they're lying. They're walking around. It's still in them. You see, that energy's still there. They're just like holding the spring down. God puts the right circumstance, that spring will pop up. So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about real freedom, where like it's not in you anymore. It's not pulling you. At the same time, you like them still. That's what I'm saying. You don't become not a man anymore. You still like them. I go to the gym and I'll see the girls. I'm glad they're there. They somehow balance the energy field. I want just a bunch of guys, you know, trying to show off their gains. I like some balance. So the girls give that balance. But I'm not like trying to find a way to talk to them. Maybe I can like ask her, what does that exercise do? No, I'm not like, I don't need to talk to them. They're there. That's enough. So I appreciate the energy, but I'm not at all being pulled around by it. And I totally know what it is to be pulled around by it. Totally. I lived my whole day and night was how to get more attention from a girl. And man, that's overseas. I tore that up, especially 20 years ago. Nowadays, more people are traveling and it's different. I went to India over 20 years ago to Rishikesh, and it was totally different than now. If I would have went now, I wouldn't have had the same experience as I had then. So I'm glad I got to go when I went. I would be sitting, it's called the tuk-tuk, that little Indian little three-wheeled thing. And there would be like, it would be like school let out. And so the schoolgirls are on it. I remember once, it might have happened more than once, but I remember once for sure because it's funny. I was the only, you can only fit like 6 people in it. Even that's a lot, but they really pack them. And so I was the only guy, I got in and there were like 5 girls. And they were super shy and innocent. And that's what I liked so much. Man, energy was palpable. And they were just kind of like, and I remember I looked at one, I just gave her a good smile, and she's like, that was fun. That's okay. I mean, that type of thing. But I took it to another level, man. Like, I was just so hooked. I was so hooked and addicted to that dopamine hit. I talk about that in my book, The Unspeakable Power of Preserving Your Sexual Energy. You can see that if you want. It's on my website. I talk about the lusting and edging and dopamine addiction and just how that is the core issue of just damn near everything. That's why I say, if you transcend that, your whole life's going to be different, because you see, how can you be a slave to anything else when you transcended the main core issue that makes people a slave? You see, you're not playing around the edges and I'll give this up and give this up, but the core, the lust issues, like, they're not even touching that. When that gets dissolved, it's just like everything else kind of crumbles too, because the foundation, you transcended that. This is what we want to do. Those who are ripe for this. It's not for everybody, that's for sure. That's why I don't even know how I have over 30,000 subscribers now, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I think most, though, by far, there's a small percent that are with me when I'm talking on this level about this. And this is all I can talk about now. I can't. Maybe I'll try to make a fun video. I don't know. I like talking about this. All right, I'll see you guys.